Pete from the Hill Project here. We're here with something a little different. We're going to try 2K24 GM mode, but we've got a couple of challenges. We're going to try a Jobbers challenge first. Basically, we're going to start on extreme mode, hardest levels, lowest money, and we can only use jobbers or locals from the game. We're basically going to see if we can get into the Hall of Fame at the end of the game. It's going to be an interesting challenge. It's going to be hard, but let's see how it goes. Firstly, we need to find ourselves a GM, and I'm going to go with Custom Superstar here, just so I can get a card, so I can pick any of my stars, go straight to level 20. We go with NXT 2.0 for a brand, because we pick up another card where we pick 3 wrestlers to buy half price for the first week, which is handy because we need to replace all of our wrestlers, because we're going to go into the draft on extreme mode for AI difficulty, extreme gaming difficulty, and lowest budget. But with the wrestlers we're going to pick, because we're not going to use any in the draft, we're going to literally go to the bottom and pick the very bottom wrestler. We have to pick at least 9, so let's speed this up. We're literally going to breeze through. Like I said, we're picking the lowest wrestler for each one because we're not going to use any of them. We've got to go through and replace every single wrestler, so those cards are going to be super handy. That is the beginning of our roster. All of these are going to be going. Let's speed through these again. The SmackDowns and Raws and just WCW to go, and there we go. See, we've got a very small roster there, but it's okay because they're all going to go right now. We're going to try and find some new ones. Let's get straight in. We're not going to select any champions because they get a bonus. So we don't want that. Let's go through. We're going to use all of our talent scout points. We get 5 to start off with because we need a whole new roster. We're going to be getting people on long-term contracts to the end of the season. Rangvold. Oh, first of all, we've got to use our card. We get half-price superstars. So Rangvold is coming in to the end of the season. I wish there was a button that we could just go straight through to the end of the season. It would be so much handier to extend the contracts all the way to the end. But there wasn't, so we had to go through. Queen Bee and Dewey Carter coming in. There are 3 that we're getting half price. Now it's normal price again. We're going to go with Slade. We're going to try and match up some wrestlers. So we're going to go try and get bruisers and fighters and cruisers and giants. We get a decent mixture. A couple of specialists. Precious Silvers coming in. Our first giant female. We've got to try and get a good mixture. The problem is we can only use these 5 talent scouts for the first week. We'll have more in the second week. Chester coming in first specialist, I think he was for us. Just so they can fight any class. You do lose your bonus, but we need the wrestlers in there. Clint McDougal. There's a decent mixture of people coming in. Gunther McGurdo. There's Carrie Rush being signed. All long-term deals. We've still got some decent money where we only brought the 9 wrestlers, and any money we spent on those wrestlers we are going to be trying to trade out after the first pay-per-view, so we should make some decent money back. Just having a quick check of what we've got and what we could do with. This is the hardest bit, I think, just making sure everyone's paired up. See, because you've got to utilise wrestlers everywhere you can in this, especially at the beginning, because the popularity for them for the wrestlers is going to be so low. You're not going to get many fans through, so it's just trying to put on decent matches. Having a quick flick for and Rangvold, we are going to make him the Legend Whisperer, so he's going to go straight to level 20 for us. We can add on all these little perks now. There he is. We're going to add on no holds barred match speciality because we do them quite a lot. Popularity of stamina is always best to have the stamina. Giant card, we can use that if he needs to go to a giant. He can. Iron Match and Hell in a Cell. We always normally use the Hell in a Cell. We'll never really use the Iron Match, so he gets bonuses for all those now, and he's straight to a level 20. Beginner's Luck. We'll throw that on Clay Courtman, just because he's got the lowest popularity. We'll build it up, and the XP. We're going to get 5 XP straight on Carry Rush. We are going to. I've upgraded my concert hall from high school console to get the fans in a bit as well. So we've upgraded that. Just makes it a lot easier further through the game. Looking at a few challenges we've got for this season, but this opening night we've got the North American, the women's tags, the NXT women's, and the NXT men's all up for grabs. So we're gonna have title holders. Hopefully that boost their popularity up a little bit. Just make sure they're in the right order, because match order is so important. And I'm not the greatest. You need to get the match in the right order. Opening night, we've got a good booking: 1-5, 1-5, 1-5, and 2 for the match rating. So luckily we did switch that last one around, and we have champions, so their popularity will go up a bit. Fans 22.5. It's about right. The rest of it should be mid-40s, I reckon. So we have catch up to straight away. Yep, 44.5, 44.5, oh, 38.5. So that's a bit better for us. At least we won't be too far behind straight away, because the first season, I think the only way I'm going to keep up with them is Hall of Fame trophies. Yep, bottom there. Into week 2, and we're being hit with bad advertising already, which we haven't brought any advertising, and special effects we haven't brought any of that. So look, we could be hit with those. Let's get straight into talent scouts again. We need some more wrestlers. Sally Steamroller, interesting one, long-term deal there. It's a fan favourite, giant female. Let's use some more talent scouts. Oh, we've used all of the rookies there, so let's change this up a bit to established stars. We're probably going to get actual wrestlers here, if we get any. It'd be very rare to get. Oh, Adrian Buck. We have got some decent levels. There we go. We've actually got some wrestlers, which we can't buy them. Adrian Buck is top of the local wrestlers, so we'll take him. Yep, so we've wasted a point, but we can't help that. Heath Manhattan, he can join the roster. Nicholas Mann, a fighter, he'll let's have a look. Titron, a fan favourite giant. He can go to the end of the season. I can't be buying Shotzi. It's a shame. Sassy Malassi. Yep, end of the season again. Let's get this card filled. So we've got our NXT Tag Team Champions. We've got the mid card, we got the NXT men's again. We'll put that up. North American and the tags. We'll try and build some rivalries, and we'll use the women's NXT Women's Championship on a call out. So hopefully this builds, like I said, it's about building rivalries, getting the matches in. Okay, let's go. we at a level. Right, we've got the tags on, and the rivalry is starting to build. Is it going to build a rivalry even more? Because it's already started. We're up to a level 2 rivalry and a new champion. Level 2 on the call out as well, which is perfect. Clay Courtman is champion still. That didn't level up. That's leveled up to a level 2 rivalry. The tags, can that level up as well? Titles retained, and no, but we have got some rivalries building for our first pay-per-view. It was a poor opener, only a 1.5. It's our lowest match of the card. 24.5 again, 47, 43, and I thought we're falling behind quickly. But like I said, this first season it's pretty much only Hall of Fame trophies. Once you get 10 Hall of Fame trophies, you go into the Hall of Fame. And whoever gets it that season basically it's a race to get to there. That season you will end up, whoever's in there, whoever else has got the 10 trophies, all going together. So it's if we can go in that first season. Not first season, sorry. The same season as the first person. You'll get what I mean. Let's spend these points. I bet I'm only going to get, yeah. Oh, what a waste of 2 points, but I needed to see. Captain Grog. Let's get him in. Bruiser rule breaker. Who do we go with next? Mr. Reliable, Eddie Pop. I use them a lot on our GMO that I've done off stream. Men's tags. Are we going to build rivalries? And we're going to have new champions as well. And we're on to level 2 rivalry. That's on the level 2 of the women's tags. Well, are we going to get any rivalries out of this? Non-title ones. We are. Titron and Eddie Pop. Clint McDougal with a run in. This should help their rivalry. Yep, McDougal and Barry's on a level 3 now, so we'll be using that on our pay-per-view. Slade and Rangvold. Rangvold retains, and that's on a level 3 rivalry too. Good booking. 2.0, 1.5, a 1 and a 3, which is perfect. You need your opener and your main event to be the 2 highest. Well, main event really to be highest. Opener to be good. Your 2 mid cards are around a bit less. 24.5 still. Oof. 20,000 fans behind. Even more there. No, 48 and a 48. Yeah, but by see, it's not too bad. We're under 100,000 behind still. Coming up to the pay-per-view. Let's get this card done. We're going to rest a few, to be fair. Week 4 pay-per-view. 2, 3. Captain Grog. Grog and Manhattan. Heath Manhattan. They've got a rivalry building. We're on at level 4. That's our first level 4 rivalry. Carrie Rush is on the running against Karen Compactor. And she looks like she helped Compactor lose because she picked up the loss there. Sally Steamroller with Sassy Molassie. Disappointing match. I thought it might be. Tag team titles. Are Psycho Sally and Queen Bee going to retain? They're not. We have new champions on level 3 rivalry as well. Going in to a pay-per-view 1.5, a 1, 1.5 and a 3. Do you know what? We had a good main event. We've wrestled a lot of people for the PLE. But rivalries have been built, which I'm happy about. What are we going to get fans-wise? 23, just under 24. We're making profit on matches as well, but we might have to start spending some of that on big matches to try and draw some fans in. Money-wise, I'm not too worried at the minute. Like I said, we're going to sell all the wrestlers out. We're going to trade all the wrestlers out. That I got the first 9, the established stars, will be going for some decent money. So that should help a lot. Oof, nearly 100,000 behind now. It's getting close. But yeah, money-wise, we're doing okay. Hell in a Cell. So our pay-per-view, our PLE, all the big rivalries are going in. We've got some couple of decent matches, one Extreme Rules match. Titron picks up the win there. Rivalry has been complete, which is how I'm happy with. Fans should be okay with that. That's building rivalries there as well. Tag team champions, are they going to change? Queen Bee and Psycho Sally picked up the titles back again. Clay Cortman cut a promo in ring. Women's title. There's been a feud going on at the minute. Billy Slugger picks up the title. Wow. Wasn't expecting that this week. Men's tags. And Nicholas and Chester retain. Still building a rivalry as well, though, which is good. And here we go for our opening opening main event. It's not the opening main event, but it's our first main event of this challenge. The entrances look good. They do look good. Here we go. Slade coming out in Extreme Rules match, if I remember rightly, this match. Against, we have Adrian Buck, former UFC fighter, making his way down to the ring. And here we go, our NXT champion, Rangvold, on his way to the ring. His first ever PLE at WWE. Rangvold retained. Legendary match as well. Okay. First 5-star match for us. Poor opening level 2. It was only a 2, so we had a 2, 3, a 3, a 2, and a 5. If one of those threes, that mid card, that 2 into the mid card, that would have been a perfect one for us. Fans wise, 124,500. We used a card for this one, by the way. Fans jumped up a hell of a lot. 152. We're not going to be catching up. Oh, we were ahead of Raw and ahead of WCW. That's caught us up a bit, maybe. Okay, we're like 60,000 fans behind. First trade. Let's make some offers. Kyle Anderson, Nathan Fraser we're gonna go for $165,000. Only would leave over 20,000. Deal's been accepted. Jensen and Waller, we're gonna offer for all of SmackDown's budget. We're gonna try and get all of Raw's budget from Sonya Deville. We're gonna try and go for everything. See if she would leave her with nothing. So let's go. And they take it. Now we're going to look at SmackDown's budget. Carter and Davenport for same again, all of their budget. Let's see if they take it. So that would only leave WCW and Steph with 20,000. And we still have a couple of wrestlers that I think will probably end up getting released before the next draft. So I'm not going to let any of them go for 20,000. First match of the next card. We've got 4 normal matches, no specialist matches, but Titron picks up a 4-way match. We have the women's title up for grabs. A women's tag title, sorry. No, it was the women's title. Precious Silver is the new champion. The North American, a new champion with Clint McDougal as well. A lot of title changes. Are we going to see another title change in the main event? With our tag team champions? Nope, Nicholas Mann and Chester are still champions. They've held this for quite a little run. It's another poor opener. These need to be switched around 2-2-5, 2-2-5. Rivalries are being built though. 29,500. Our fans are growing slightly. We're still going to be bottom. It's just how quick are they going to pull away? Nearly 100,000 again. We need some more wrestlers, I think. Sensational Starla. A giant fan favourite. Perfect. We've got another 3 lots of belts up on the mid card, and there's one on the call out as well. A lot of women on this card, so it helps because I've got quite a decent women's roster, to be fair. So we need to utilise them where we can. Precious Silver just picked up the title last week, and Billy Slugger wins it back. So some rivalries building, which is perfect. Fatal 4-way. Carrie Rush. Disappointing match. Our women's tags are new champions again. Into our main event for our North American title. And Clint McDougall retains. 2.5, 1.5, 1.52, not bad. I would have preferred it with the opener and the main event being switched around, but 28,000 we're down a bit on last week. We do need to start hitting those mid-30s, mid-30,000 fans. And I'm going to call it for that week. If you enjoyed that, please like, share, subscribe, usual bits and pieces. And we'll be back for episode 2 very soon. See ya.